Thanks for joining us here at noon. I'm Sharon Yu. In less than a month, 9 Target stores in some of the country's biggest cities will be closing. The decision comes as the Minnesota-based retailer battles theft and crime. Now take a look at this map. No stores in Minnesota will close, but stores in New York City, Seattle, Portland, and several locations in the San Francisco Bay Area will close by October 21st. Minnesota may have been spared because of a new law that went into effect this summer aimed at cutting down on this kind of crime. It separates simple shoplifting from organized retail crime, which involves 2 or more people. And it allows prosecutors to combine the total value of stolen goods over a given time so criminals can face stiffer charges. Minnesota leaders say this is necessary as flash mobs and international groups are hitting stores at devastating levels.
I've never had it in my point of career where people are afraid to come in and work their cashier job. Never have I heard in my career that people are worrying about making it home at night, working in retail. That's something that's unprecedented, and we've never seen it in kind of the industry get this bad.
Before closing these stores, Target officials said they try to stop the thieves by adding more security guards and locking up some merchandise in display cases. Amazon is now facing a new lawsuit filed by the FTC in 17 states, including Wisconsin and Minnesota. The suit alleges the company is keeping you from finding better deals from outside sellers. The lawsuit filed yesterday alleges the company buries products from other sellers so far down on its site that customers never even see them. The FTC will now have to prove that hurts you as the consumer. Amazon is denying the allegations. It says if the FTC gets its way, we will see fewer products to choose from, higher prices, and slower deliveries. Police are investigating after staff at Roseville Area High School confiscated guns from students in 2 separate incidents on Monday. School officials tell us that based on the context of both situations, a lockdown was not needed. Also, they don't believe there are any other weapons on campus. Since the incidents involved students, school officials are not releasing any other information except to say that they will follow their disciplinary action. As the search for a Minneapolis murder suspect continues, police have once again taken his girlfriend into custody. Kevin Mason is the man who was accidentally released from an Indianapolis jail just days after he was arrested. Today, his girlfriend is in jail charged with assisting a criminal. Police say she picked Mason up from the jail, then lied about what she knew. Investigators now say they suspect Mason left Indianapolis the same day he was released. Officers did not announce his release until days later. New here at noon, just 4 hours ago, North Korea released an AWOL soldier from Wisconsin into U.S. custody. Travis King left a South Korean airport and sprinted across a fortified border into North Korea back in July. At that time, King was supposed to be heading to Fort Bliss, Texas, after he was released from prison in South Korea on an assault conviction. Today's transfer happened in China, a surprising move as many believed North Korea would delay the transfer as a political move. In minutes, Biden administration officials say the president is expected to preview a new executive order focused on artificial intelligence. President Biden will meet with his tech council in San Francisco. The order will reportedly address the opportunities and risks associated with AI. He is also planning to announce $100 million in funding for health technology research. And in just a few hours, Minnesota Secretary of State Steve Simon will testify in front of senators on how artificial intelligence could impact elections. We've already seen fake images and videos, including the candidates involved in this year's primary election. In Minnesota, creating or even sharing these kinds of deep fakes 90 days before an election to influence its outcome is a crime. Secretary Simon talked with us this morning about his concerns and what we can do to avoid getting tricked.
Making sure that people are skeptical about something that they might see in a social media feed, and that they really seek trusted sources. And I don't think elections is any different from any other area of life.
Secretary Simon says AI does not bring a new threat, but could amplify the already existing threat of misinformation. Later today, the St. Paul City Council meets again to discuss a vote on a smoking ban in certain public areas. It's been an ongoing discussion tabled multiple times at city meetings. The ban is for parks in the areas 25 feet in front of the entrances to public buildings. That includes smoking anything, including tobacco and marijuana, as well as vaping. Turning now to weather, we are seeing a brief relief from the rain, but when are we going to see the sun again, Ben? I'm sad.
Why don't you come outside right now?
Is it sunny out there?
It's breaking news. The clouds are breaking. How about
Oh
that?
my
For
goodness.
the first time in I feel like about a week or so, we're actually seeing some sunshine, and you can expect to see more of it in the days ahead. In fact, a very summer-like, believe it or not, stretch of weather begins by this upcoming Friday. Let's take a live look outside. You can see more clouds and sunshine, but I do think we'll see more peaks as the day goes on. Right now it's 70 degrees, dew point hanging around 60 degrees with an east wind that's been with us for a while. East wind just under 10 miles per hour. Let's check out your hour-by-hour forecast. Even if we should see some breaks in the clouds, don't be surprised to see a stray shower or two later this afternoon, as we're still under the influence from this large upper-level low-pressure system, which is now well off to our south and east. We do expect brighter conditions in the days ahead. Summer-like temperatures, and Sharon, even a chance at seeing some thunderstorms. That is in your forecast. We'll talk about it coming up.
Breaking clouds, breaking news. I like it. Thanks, Ben.
Yeah.
We're taking a live look this afternoon at Capitol Hill, where lawmakers have just over 3 days to find a spending bill solution, or the government partially shuts down. Right now, the House and the Senate are on two different paths to landing on a deal. The GOP-controlled House is looking at significant spending cuts. Even if they can pass a bill, it's not expected to go anywhere in the Democrat-led Senate. In fact, the Senate is moving forward with its own short-term funding plan that would keep the government open through mid-November. That bill will still need approval from the House.
This bipartisan CR is a temporary solution, a bridge towards cooperation and away from extremism.
I think in the House, we'll take up ours. I did talk to Leader McConnell tonight.
If the government shuts down Saturday night, 4 million federal workers will be furloughed or expected to work without pay, and some essential services like nutritional programs will come to a halt. We're taking a look now at the 7 GOP presidential primary candidates that will take the stage in a debate tonight. It's scheduled for 8 o'clock at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library in Simi Valley, California. And one person not on the list tonight is former President Donald Trump. Instead, today he is headed to Michigan as the auto workers strike hits day 12. The former president's visit comes just one day after President Biden made history in Michigan by becoming the first sitting president to join workers on a picket line. The president of the United Auto Workers Union says he will not meet with Trump today. He did meet with Biden yesterday. Overnight, leaders of the Writers Guild of America voted to end its almost 5-month strike. The next step is for the rest of the union to vote on the tentative agreement. Already, we note The Tonight Show plans to be back with new episodes on Monday.